welcome to the November edition of our Town Topics video program. This month we have three segments which we think you'll enjoy. The first is where we talk with Tony Montefiore, a Vietnam veteran who served in the U.S. Navy, and he'll talk about what it means to be a veteran. And the town has a wonderful Veterans Day ceremony on Thursday, November 11th at 10 a.m. and all town residents are welcome to come on by and honor all the men and women that served in our armed forces. Also, November 30th this year is the 72nd anniversary of the town. And the town has not existed without Bob Carley, lifelong town resident. He was born in 1948, and the town was incorporated 1 year later in 1949. And Bob talks about how rural the community was back then in the 50s and 60s, and also the controversial 1973 referendum that limited height limits in town, which made Lauderdale-By-The-Sea very, very special. And to close out the program, we'll be talking with Ina from Coast Boutique, and she'll be talking about the upcoming Shop Small Saturday, which is the Saturday right after Thanksgiving. And the town is supporting this event, and we hope that all town residents and visitors will go out and support our small shops and boutiques and restaurants here in town on that day. Anyway, thank you, and stay tuned for the rest of the program. Okay, we're talking with Tony Montefiore, a Vietnam veteran who served in the Navy on a submarine tender. Tony, tell us about your what exactly you did on the ship.
I was aboard the USS Howard W. Gilmore, AS-16, originally homeported in Key West, Florida, and then moved up to Charleston, South Carolina. I was a molder, and I ran a molding shop. Had to do with steel, stainless, bronze castings that were machined, also bearings made for submarines. Our fleet was Submarine Squadron 4, and... Okay,
cool. How long were you, what was your longest deployment on the tender?
I was, my first deployment actually was to Cuba during the crisis in 1962.
Interesting.
And I was in the service from 1960 to 1966. 3 years active, 3 years inactive. I am a Vietnam veteran, but I was not in country.
Okay. Did you ever do any overseas, like in Asia or anything like that?
Our basic duties on the submarine tender, which is a repair ship for them, was all the southern flank of the United States.
Okay.
The purpose of it, when it was originally enacted by Congress in 1946, to have submarines to patrol off the United States. And so that was where we were the whole time that I was in, although she traveled all over the world.
Okay. Before she was decommissioned.
Yes.
In 1980? Okay.
Many ports.
Many ports, yeah. Okay. You've attended some of the town's Veterans Day ceremonies in the past, right?
Yes.
Okay. We've only been doing it for like 3 or 4 years now, but it's a very nice ceremony that we have in El Prado Park. What does Veterans Day mean to you every time it comes around?
Well, Veterans Day is a solemn day, and I think most veterans feel the same way about what it is to be a veteran and to be honored as a veteran. My father was a veteran also, and I guess I followed in his footsteps, although he was an Army man.
Okay.
But we feel that we need to continue to make sure that people don't forget veterans. Without veterans, we would be in very bad shape.
Bad shape. Okay, very good. Tony, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Lauderdale-By-The-Sea was incorporated in 1949, but its roots date back to the 1920s when Boston attorney William Morang purchased the land that would later become the town. Melvin and Sarah Anglin soon came along, and Melvin became the town's first mayor. However, the terrible 1926 hurricane and subsequent depression forced the small community into bankruptcy in 1933. The area then reverted back to the county. Anglin built the pier that bears its name in 1941. It was later rebuilt and is still the town's most iconic landmark. The original town was just 1 mile long, stretching from Flamingo Avenue north to Pine Avenue, just south of Publix. The town later annexed all those tall condo buildings north of us. In 1947, the residents living here applied to incorporate again as a town, and the state granted it in 1949. In 1955, the town referred to itself as, quote, the Garden on the Ocean. The following year, famed songwriter Joe E. Howard wrote a song about our wonderful community. A town hall was built circa 1956, and Jarvis Hall, our community center, was constructed in 1965. Two of the biggest things to impact the town occurred in 65 and 1973. In 1965, the state built the Commercial Boulevard Bridge, which brought much more traffic to the town. As legend has it, we gave Tonight Show host Johnny Carson a speeding ticket on Commercial Boulevard. And in 1973, town voters limited building heights in our community to just 3 stories, which has allowed Lauderdale-By-The-Sea to maintain its small-town charm. In 1974, the town celebrated its 25th anniversary, and on November 30th, 2024, the town will recognize its 75th anniversary. Okay, we are talking with Bob Carley, a longtime member of the volunteer fire department and a town resident all his life. Bob was born in 1948 and grew up in Lauderdale-By-The-Sea. November 30th is the annual history date of the town this year. I think our 75th anniversary is coming up in a couple of years, but tell us about some of the changes you've seen over the years in town.
Well, of course, we were the first house on our block. So there was no landing, no sea ranch lakes, you know. Then you see these homes being built.
And that was what? That was, what street was that?
On Avalon.
Avalon, okay.
So I was 7 when we moved in.
Okay.
And used to run around and over where Sea Ranch Lakes is now, where it was all, you know, swampy area and stuff like that. On the other side of the bridge, it was still swamp. You could see the big leopard frogs jumping over there and all the birds flying in at night from the west. At night, the nighthawks would be out there buzzing. There'd be thousands of them buzzing down to catch the mosquitoes,
okay,
or whatever, and you could hear them making their noises. And we could go out in our backyard and see the ocean.
Oh wow!
Until it started to get built.
Wow, wow. Your dad, William Carley, was on the town commission for how long?
Over 20 years, about 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah, long time.
And we were just down by the portal named after him and his wife, your mom.
They were big in the 4th of July, as you know.
Okay.
This town is here.
And he was very instrumental in the creating of the volunteer fire department, correct?
Yes, he did. Did the first bylaws of the fire department.
And you're retiring this month from the VFD, correct?
Yes, I am. After 13 years.
After 13 years.
Think about that one.
Well, that's a long time. That's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Is there anything else you'd like to say about the town history?
I don't think they know about it yet.
Oh, okay, okay.
But yeah, I've had good years in the fire department.
Good, yeah.
Carried on the legacy and all
right.
that. So,
in closing, tell us about the referendum in the early '70s to keep the height limit no more than 3 stories here in town. That was pretty controversial back then, wasn't it?
It was very controversial. I know the town hall would be packed at the time. You'd have
really? Yeah.
People for it, and the group that was for it, and the group that wasn't for it. So the group that wasn't for it won out. So it kept a low rise.
Right, and that was passed by referendum. So that could only be changed by referendum.
That's it.
So the voters would have to decide to lower to raise the height limit if they wanted to do it, but nobody in town wants to do that.
No.
Or very few people do.
No,
Yeah.
we still have that come up a few times, when the Citizen Action Group came into power a little bit.
Right.
they fought for that to keep that low rise.
Right. Yeah, it's what makes Lauderdale-By-The-Sea unique.
It
Yeah.
does. Yeah, when you stand at the end of England's Pier
Right.
and you look towards the west, you know, see our town, you see the nice low-rise building, and then you see the huge high-rise as far as you can see. So
Right.
big difference.
Right. And of course, when the town annexed, the A, B, and C Sea Ranch buildings, those were over 3 stories, obviously. And then when we annexed the unincorporated area to the north,
They were
already big. But the original town, except for the Caribbean and the Fountainhead, those are the only 2 tall buildings in town that were grandfathered. That were here before the referendum passed. Yeah.
Well, I've talked to, funny enough, people in Bel Air,
Okay.
and they said, we wish our town was like yours.
Really?
Walking down our street and you see the big high rises there in your face,
Oh, sure.
And I've noticed that when I was over there in Bel Air doing politicking and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Walking down the street, looking up at these big buildings, and I knew what they meant.
Right.
We could have had that here too. So.
Yeah. There's a lot to be said for maintaining those views to the ocean.
Sure.
That connection there. With all those high rises, things get blocked off.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Bob, thanks very much. Appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Ina and I am the owner of Coast Boutique, and I'm really proud to be the president of the Merchants Association of Lauderdale-By-The-Sea.
Ina, tell us about Shop Small Saturday.
I would love to tell you about Shop Small Saturday. I am so excited about this. So we did form the Merchants Association to push forward the incentive and the initiative of Shop Small Saturday. So first of all, I want to thank the commissioners, the mayor, the new town manager. Thank you so much for getting behind small business and helping us promote this platform of Shop Small Saturday. So Shop Small Saturday was created in 2010, and it actually has federal support. And what it is, it's basically support your small local businesses, right? Which we have so many great ones here in Lauderdale-by-the-Sea. And when we're talking about small business, I kind of want to back up a second and kind of give you a bit of a perspective. Being a small business owner myself, what's the difference between small business and big business, and especially here in this town? Well, a small business owner is somebody most likely who has invested their own money, their own time. They've got family members, friends, all working and supporting them to accomplish a dream. Many small business owners don't do it because they're going to get rich. They do it because they have a dream, they have a vision, they have a goal, and they're really doing something that they love and that they're passionate about. So Small Business Saturday, we started it last year on a small scale and it was pretty successful. So this year we're going to, I should say, bring it out town-wide. So we're going to be reaching out to all of our small businesses, which are owner-operator. That means somebody who owns the business but actually works behind the counter and is there to greet you and make your experience great. So we're going to be including all of these smaller businesses. COVID kind of threw everybody for a loop. It was hard for all businesses. For small business owners, we had to pivot really quickly. We had to make decisions. We had to defer dreams and goals and roll up our sleeves and just get things done. And over the last year, 2 years, some businesses have been able to stay, some have gone. What we really want, what I would love to see this year is for the town, for our visitors, the residents, to get on out there and really support your local businesses, the ones who've made it through, the new ones who took a chance and the guts to go and open up a new business in these crazy times that we have. So, maybe you have a favorite business that you like to go to, and you know the guy and you feel good about it. Shop Small Saturday is going to be Saturday, November 27th. So you got your Black Friday, you got your Shop Small Saturday. That's your time to get out there. Maybe you want to go see the guy that you love, go get a cup of coffee or go get a slice of pizza, and you know the guy. Go give him a leg up, all right? Go grab a little something extra. Give him a great day. Also, we got some new businesses in town, guys. Get out there. Come visit the shops. We've got some great businesses on the West Corridor. So be on the lookout. We just got approval yesterday for Shop Small Saturdays. So as we move forward, you'll be seeing more information about it, who's participating. There's going to be specials. There's going to be discounts. We're going to have gift with purchases. We're going to do everything to make it fun and get, us together as a community and really support one another. So I hope to see you guys out here. If ever you have any questions, you can always call. I am at Coast Boutique at 4404 North Ocean Drive, 954-253-9906. And yeah, let's have a great year, guys. We're doing this. And again, a big shout out and a big thank you to the mayor, the commissioners, the town manager, Ms. Debbie Heim. Really, I'm just so grateful. Thank you so much.
Well, that was our November program. We hope you enjoyed it. Coming up in December, on December 1st, a Wednesday, is our annual Christmas by the Sea event from 5 p.m. to 8:30 down at Anglin Square in our oceanfront district. So please come out. It's always a very popular event. We hope everyone enjoys Thanksgiving and has a very Merry Christmas. Anyway, we'll see you next month in December. Thank you.